Hello and welcome to the Weekly Blues from Coded Tuition. So this is the second instalment of the Beginner Shuffle 12-bar blues, which was following hot on the heels of the Beginner Strut, which was covered in the previous few videos. So I hope everything's going well so far. And as with the Riff of the Week lessons from a few weeks ago, we're just looking at shorter bite-size things that you can have a look at over a few days, get your fingers around them in order to continue with the next instalment. So this is the midway point of the Beginner Shuffle, and hopefully it's all going well. So we're going to be looking at playing the riffs around C, and then we'll be concluding it next week. And then don't forget you can download the tab file off the website which covers this and the previous 12-bar, combine both of them together, get your playing down, knocking on the door of Chess Records, hopefully, see where it takes you, and let's get straight on with the lesson. Okay, here's the tuning notes. We've got low G, we've got middle D, and we've got high G. So halfway through, or a third of the way through the 12-bar, so we're now going to C. This is bars 5 to 8, measures 5 to 8, and barring, so clamping down, distributing the weight. Hopefully if you've had a go at the Beginner Strut, then you should be pretty good at this by now. And similar sort of idea, we're going up to fret 8 with the little finger on the middle string, and we're playing together twice on beats 1 and 2, and then beat 3 we take this off and we go down to fret 5, which is within the bar itself. So it's fret 8 with the bass. The thumb, obviously, as with all of this, is on the low G. I'm going to be on the middle D here, and then so they're just all together. It's called a pull, but then go to fret 8 on its own in between. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then just go 1, 2 and. Let's have a look at that from this angle. So we've got the bar, and then we're up at fret 8 and straight in on beat 1, so together 1, beat 2 together, beat 3 together, but take that off, so just 2 fret 5s together, but then straight back to 8 in between. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay there, straight in on beat 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's quite similar to the riff that was happening in the Beginner Strut, but this is the Beginner Shuffle, so it's a bit different. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you missed what I was saying in the previous chapter, saying you can do a bit of palm muting, try not to mute the notes that you're playing on the riffs on, which is the D and the high G, but you can mute this low one. If you want any tips on palm muting, check out the fantastic complete beginner course. But once we've done the 2 measures, the 2 bars up on C, we drop back to G, but this time we're going to be doing a actual chord, so a little two string chord. So this is fret 5 on the middle string, fret 4 on the high G, and then we'll keep the low G in the bass. I'm going to use fingers 2 and 3 here because shortly I'm going to be going to fret 3 with my first finger whilst keeping fret 5 in place. So it goes like this. So a pull is often classed as thumb and finger. If you use lots of digits together, you can can call it a brush. So we're brushing here. So we're playing this chord here twice, and then we're going to, keeping finger 3 where it is on the middle string, fret 5, going to fret 3 on the high G, playing that twice, and then back to frets 5 and 4 again. So the timing here is together, brush, together, drop down to fret 3, together, but then in between with your fingers, final thumb, back with your second finger to fret 4, in between, and then that's a whole bar, and then the next bar is just allowing that to ring out, and you're just thumping away for 4 with your thumb. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that looks a bit like this. So we've got fret 5 on the middle string, fret 4 on the high G, and then brush all together. Again, change the chord, go to fret 3, brush, but then just fingers together, thumb on its own, go back to fret 4 on its own, play together with 2 fingers, and then just 4 thumb notes. So you got now, in the previous chapter, I was saying that little riff is doing a classic minor to major thing, which you get in a lot of blues. So the fret 4 is the major note, the fret 3 is the minor note. That's exactly what we're doing here, but we've got a little double stop. So this is actually a G note, so this is what we call our root. So we hold that in place. That's major, that's minor, that's back to major again. But then if you want to try the whole lot, it's straight onto the chord, fingers 2 and 3, fingers 1 and 3, back to finger 2. Once you practice that up, here it is with a click. So 3, 4. Then let's do that again. Back to the C, little finger straight away. Chord, minor, back to major. Here it is, a little bit quicker, so that was 55, this is around 70. So 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. One more time, back to C, little fingers roll. And again, if you want to reposition it, instead of playing 8 and 5 on the middle string over the C chord, we can not bar, use finger 3 or 4, or 4 or 3, to fret the low C. I'm just ignoring this middle string, and I can play fret 3 on the high G, which is the same as fret 8, and then open high G is the same as the fret 5. So I can go which might be quite useful for anyone who's finding barring a bit tiring. Now, moving this chord, it'll be a little bit difficult because we're going to come onto the bass string, so we want to try and avoid fretting anything on the bass string, because that's our rhythm section. So we can alter it slightly, and we can go. So it's using fret 7, because that note is in a G chord as well, so that's completely fine. We can use that. And so these fret 3 and 4 notes are up at 9 and 8, so we can go for fret 7 and fret 9, and we can play them together. And then I'm going to move down on the middle string to fret 8. And then up to frets 7 and 9. You know, so it works pretty well. It's a little bit brighter sounding.